Right, my plan to grow and monetize my YouTube channel, which is currently at, I think, 182 subscribers. It's probably not changed in the last few minutes, but let me check. Yes, a grand total of 182 subscribers. Today's date is the 14th of January 2025. So I'm just going to walk you through my very rudimentary plan on how I'm going to grow it and monetize it this year. This is going to be one take as well, by the way. I'm not editing this, and I'll explain why as we get into the sort of ins and outs of my little plan. Now, caveat, I'm not a YouTube expert. I've never helped anybody else grow. I've never grown a channel myself or monetize. I am probably a lot like you if you're watching this. Maybe someone aspiring to grow a channel and you watch other people talk about this stuff. And this has been on my lap and my mind and my dream list for over 10 years now. So this is also maybe a level of accountability for me to follow through with what I fucking said I would do. So I'll start with the list of the things that I'm going to do and what my plan is. Again, it's very rudimentary, so don't think this is going to be like some sort of expert, tutorial. And then I maybe sort of weave in and out of the whys, behind things and why I want to grow a channel and why I want to monetize it and why this year. So the first thing is, and I made some notes up on the whiteboard, so if I keep looking over there's nothing wrong with me. I'm just going off a little micro list that I created 10 minutes before, hitting record on this. So the first commitment is going to be a daily video. A daily video. I've put any length, but the caveat behind any length is, sort of 15 minutes plus. And there's a reason behind this, and we'll sort of get into that, in just a moment. So a daily video, it's a daily commitment. Number 2, it's unedited. So there's no, I've done a lot of videos, over the years, for my businesses, but they've always been very close cut. I can't remember what the sort of technical terminology for it is, but you basically remove all of the gap and all of the space and any little tiny mistakes or breaths or anything like that. So the video becomes very fast paced, from start to finish. If you can hear any noise as well, by the way, I've not told the kids or anybody that I'm recording this right now. So if you hear like bangs and noises and dogs barking and stuff, I'm just rolling with it because I think this is what viewers and YouTube wants. I certainly enjoy this type of content of where it's unedited. I was sick to death of YouTube personally, for a couple of years of where it was so over edited and just zooming in and out and cutting between scenes and B-roll all the time. I was like, that's not why I started watching YouTube when I was younger. I enjoyed watching it because it was entertaining and I got to look into other people's lives. And it's true, but, you subscribe to certain channels, or at least I did, because it was almost like having a friend where you could go and watch videos and kind of spend 20, 30 minutes with them doing a workout or looking over their shoulder whilst they fix the car. Or I got into what do you call it, like a black hole of watching videos at one point of where people are just like cleaning their cars, like detailing, like hoovering them and cleaning them. It's just like very therapeutic. So anyway, unedited videos, so daily videos, 15 minutes plus, any length. Honestly, if it lasts an hour, it lasts an hour. Unedited. Now, straight away, not editing for me brings such a huge relief. And this is why I've been so pig-headed and bullish through my businesses on using live video. I've used a lot of live video. I've done nearly 2,000 live videos in the last 10 years. 2,000. That's a lot of fucking live videos. Because I really valued the idea of people being able to see me in my authentic state doing weird stuff, because the type of businesses that we've had and currently have, I want people to see who I am. I want to attract the weird and the quirky, like my own version of that, because of how close we are with the clients that we have. So not having to edit is like super freeing, because I'll hold my hands up and be super honest and say, I've attempted like start, stop, with doing YouTube for several years. And I'll have a good run at it for, I don't know, 10, 15 videos. And then I stop, because there's too much time. There's too much time involvement for me. Like YouTube right now, I don't make any money out of it, either through, the AdWords side of things or through the level of traffic and what that might bring to our business. So for me to spend, I don't know, maybe a 30 to 60 minutes recording and then 2 hours editing and tweaking stuff like each day, it's just not worth it. It really isn't. And I couldn't even see the long-term investment effect of that, when I've been doing it previously. So now what I'm recording this on, I've got an Osmo Pocket 3, which I'll probably talk about in a different video, because honestly, what a godsend. Like this thing's just going to track me. The quality's far superior to like an iPhone. I just mic myself up and the audio sounds great from the DJI mic. Fantastic. So I can just hit record, speak to you guys, get the thing out of my head or the ideas that I've written down onto a video, bang it onto my laptop and upload it. Done. I can do that every day. No problemo. So, unedited. Third thing, less authoritative. These are my notes. Less authoritative, more, this is what I am doing or this is what I am trying. I don't want to be the person, because this has never been my stance. I don't want to be the person that's like, this is the one way you can grow your business. This is the one way that you can change your mindset. This is the one way to grow your YouTube channel. I don't believe there's one way to do anything in life. My belief is that there are a number of ways that you can crack an egg, that you can bake a cake, that you can skin a cat, all these little sort of sayings. So I want to live by that and die by that in my own content. And rather than being you listen to me and I'm going to tell you what's right or wrong, instead I'm just going to show you guys what I'm doing, what I'm trying, what I'm attempting, and the results of that, in an attempt to, again, just give you a different perspective on things, whether trying the thing that I've tried is right for you, or whether you just look at all of my mistakes and go, well, I kind of now know what to avoid because Rich made all those fuck-ups for me. I think that's a far better way for me personally, to run, and grow my channel. Far easier. I'll just show you what I'm doing rather than giving you definitives. So those are the main things. Less authoritative and more, this is what I'm doing and trying. Completely unedited videos, just sat down in one take. And then a daily upload schedule. Any length, not capped. Me not looking at the time on the screen and thinking, shit, I need to make sure I wrap this up because otherwise people ain't going to stick around. I've been tuning into a lot of other smaller YouTubers, people that are either just starting or, within the first couple of months, they've gone from 0 to their first 1,000 subscribers or even 10 or 20,000 subscribers. And these little takeaways here are my interpretation of what they've all said. And I'm talking about 10, 15, 20 channels saying the exact same thing. And not just that, but they're also saying the same thing as the really big YouTubers, like the Ali Abduls and people like that teach YouTube specifically. But this is like my dumbed down, oversimplistic, version of that stuff rather than following, one of their systems. So one of the chaps, and I can't remember his name. If I remember his name, I'll make sure I give him props because I watched a couple of his videos. But the last one I watched, he was just sat in his car. I think he propped his phone or his little camera up, on his dash, and he sort of said, "Look, YouTube has changed my life. I've been able to just hit record myself. I don't even edit these videos. I upload them. I've been doing that every day for however many months. I've grown to this level of subscribers. I'm always honest with everything that I fucking talk about, and I'm now getting paid $8,000, $10,000, $12,000 a month just through the advertising that goes onto my videos. And you know, I've been in business for a lot of years. You know, I worked in the family business from being sort of 11 years old, and then I've had a number of my own businesses, and this is what my wife and I have been doing, you know, for around a decade now. I'm just like, there's not many business models of where you can put such a simplistic system in place with, you know, you don't have to buy anything extra. Most of us already have a phone, or, you know, even like an Osmo Pocket. Isn't a great deal of money for it to do such a great job. There's not many businesses of where you can get started and get up and running and then be getting paid that amount of money in that space of time. It's fucking crazy. Absolutely mental. So you can see the allure that I have, you know, towards this. So anyway, after analysing, you know, these small channels and the big guys, this is, like I said, this is my oversimplistic, you know, way of doing things. So daily videos, unfiltered, unedited. The length, now, this particular chap was talking about 15 to 20 minutes as a minimum. He said, because the first number you're chasing down, just to clarify, for monetization right now, unless it's changed by the time you're watching this video, it's 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. That's my coffee machine. There you go. This is what happens, you see, when you don't, you know, plan your environment around you, when you just sort of raw dogging the videos. He's talking about 15, 20 minutes being like the bare minimum amount of time, because if you want to achieve watch hours, which then naturally just brings more people, you know, you don't want 3, 4, 5 minute videos. You know, you're better off having 10 views of a 20-minute video than, you know, 30 views, if you even get that, on a few minute video. You know, plus you're going to build more long-term, you know, trust and subscribers with long form content, because they've sat and dedicated themselves. Like if you're watching this now, I'm like nearly 13 minutes in. And if you're watching up to this point, I'm fucking super grateful, you know, because I've not come on here with like a structured plan or anything. I'm just talking to you like I would talk to a friend, you know, and that's really what I want my channel to feel like to people is, you know, I give you some insights from other experiences and worldly knowledge that I've got, but I also want to share with you the things that I'm trying that I've either never stuck to, like this, or things that I'm trying new for the fucking first time. And I think that's really cool. So yeah, length of video really important, you know, because of that. And a few people share the same sentiment. So rather than trying to just create loads of little videos, you know, go for proper long form videos. You know, like when I used to watch YouTube, you know, when I was much younger, when it was, you know, you would say to someone, oh, do you watch YouTube? And they'd be like, I watch YouTube. Back then, some of those videos were like an hour long. And you'd sit and watch them. And like some of these gaming channels that, you know, our youngest son watches, they're like 2 hours plus, like these Minecraft things. He loves them. Absolutely loves them. And he'll sit there and he'll play with his toys and he'll be making notes about the things the guys are saying on these videos and stuff. And I'm like, that's fun to see. That's just a different version of how I was watching YouTube, you know, when I was a little bit younger. Yeah, I've talked about unedited and the reasons behind that. The only thing I might do, just being transparent, I'll check in CapCut, because that'll be my main, you know, editing software. I might just make sure the audio sounds okay. So if it needs to be boosted a little bit, I'll make sure I boost it, but I'm literally not going to cut anything off. The part of where you see me pressing stop or record, I'm going to leave everything in, and all the swearing and everything else that happens. So yeah, we talked about why a daily video, we talked about the length, we talked about why we're not going to edit it, and we talked about it being less authoritative. Now, just a point on this from me personally, how I feel about this less authoritative, more of what I'm doing. This is another really big thing that's thrown me off over the years. So I've sat there and had to mastermind and plot all of these things that I wanted to teach, or things that I'm already an expert in, and then I have to like rock up on camera and be like, hey, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be teaching about X, Y, Z and how so-and-so achieved this, that, and the other. I'm like, I just felt so dirty. I just felt so filthy being that guy on camera, you know, and then doing all the zooms in and out and stuff. Right now, I do actually have some of those videos on my channel, you know. Now, all the stuff that I say in the videos is all true. You know, I'm not like a scammer, you know, or anything like that where I'm making things up. But I was, again, looking at the landscape of the types of people, you know, the types of business that we have, and going, oh, well, if they're doing it that way, I should probably mimic, you know, because success leaves a smelly trail and I'm going to follow that same trail. But lo and behold, I felt like I was having to shoehorn myself into a way of doing things that just didn't align with who I am and what I stand for. You know, you can probably see behind me, this is what I affectionately call my grip dungeon. If I move my head this way, the camera will go. This whole shelf, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories, 5 levels deep, is all grip equipment. Stuff to improve your grip, forearms, wrist, all this type of stuff. This is my nerdery. I'll probably talk about some of this stuff in different videos, but again, if you don't have to go far back to see that I did a 30-day grip challenge, and I'm literally showing you every single day of me doing that grip challenge. I never did an outcome video, actually, thinking about it. But I just, you know, all of these little things, I'd rather not be the zoom in and out guy and the flashy lights and the air horns, and just sit in some different environments wherever I feel comfortable on that particular day, whether it's in the car, whether it's in my front room, once the weather's not -3 here in the UK, maybe in the back garden, you know, a little bit of sunlight. And it's going to be as simple as just miking myself up, switching this Osmo Pocket on and just talking. And you know what? I'm really excited. I am genuinely really excited. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Why? Why do I want to grow a YouTube channel? Why do I want to monetize it? And I guess why 2025? So I've not even asked myself these questions yet, by the way, so I'm just going to answer these in the here and the now. Why do I want to grow a YouTube channel? It's been on my lap and in my mind for years. Honestly, like easily 10 years, if not more. Now, this will make you laugh. Maybe at the point of you having this video, maybe I've not uploaded it yet, but I just thought of something. Back in 1994, I'll have been 7 when this particular video was recorded. Me and my 2 brothers, Sam will have only been just born a few months previous. My middle brother, Adam, he's 3 years younger than me. We recorded a video for my nan and my granddad because we lived a distance away from them. And me and my middle brother, like some people would call us like born entertainers, you know, in front of the camera, and, you know, we would love to dance and, you know, be a bit boisterous and stuff like that. But even from 7 years old, you know, my mum had set this video camera up in the front room and we were dancing to Michael Jackson and all these LPs, you know, that she had, George Thorogood, you know, Bad to the Bone and stuff like that. Like, you know, people talk about individuals having like an unfair advantage at particular things, whether it's, you know, careers or jobs or, you know, creative outputs. I feel like I was made to do this. And I don't want to get too deep on this, but I really enjoy feeling like I'm helping other people by giving them insights and teaching them something through my own experiences. And I know a lot of other people do. But I've had this for a lot of years, and I feel like the best platform for me to be able to create a level of fulfillment for myself, I feel like I'm giving back to enough people, is through YouTube. Genuinely. So that's a big why for me, why I want to grow a channel. So I can teach, I can show, I can demonstrate. If it helps a few people, great. If eventually over time, it grows into something far bigger than what I'm seeing in my own, mind's eye right now, even better. Why monetized? Well, I ain't going to fucking sit here and lie to you and say that I want to do this, for free. But the longer I can do it without having to sell stuff directly to people, the better. Let's make some money from the advertisers that want to put a little bit of stuff on these videos, and then we get to keep creating this stuff and it be something we can do potentially full time. How cool is that? I probably wouldn't can everything else off because I really enjoy and I really love the people and the businesses that we've got and all the other things. I feel like I've got quite a colourful life. So I wouldn't drop any of those things, but eventually, I think anyone's a big fat fibber if they tell you, oh, I'd do that thing free forever if I could. Maybe not. I think eventually you'll want paying in some shape or form, for the output that you're giving to the world. And I ain't going to lie. I want a fucking monetized channel and I want to make some money from is it Google AdSense? Again, correct me if you're ahead on this and you know all about all this stuff. I want to get paid some of that money. Simple. I think if I can show you guys from what I'm doing and just prove a bit of concept, it might inspire a few other people, to do exactly the same thing. Why 2025? Why 25? Well, the last few years, we've really built ourselves up, my wife and I. We had a challenge in 2022. We actually got married in 2022. And we made a couple of bad business decisions, to be frank with you, in 2022. And just before that, at the end of 2021. And the ramifications, from 2022 basically bellowed out into a real good chunk of 23. And now we're back to ourselves. The back half of 2024, those last, Q3 and Q4, we were like, yeah, we're on fire. We feel fucking great. We're smashing it. Working with the people we want to work with. We're getting the results we want with them. We're growing as individuals. We're tight as a fucking couple. It's fantastic. And I honestly want to continue that momentum in 2025. And I think prior to 2022, I had my sight set on doing this. But I think I've learnt a bunch more in the last 4 years of where I now genuinely feel like I can give even more back, to these videos and the lessons that I've learned. I'm not a young guy. Right now, what are we on? 2025? I'm going to be 38 in August. So in 7 months' time, I'm going to be 38. So I'm not like a young guy that's got no responsibilities. I'm married. I've got, we've got boys, we've got sons, got a house to look after. We've got real world responsibilities and bills and things like this. So I'm not just a young guy that's in his parents' bedroom, making videos. I want to do great stuff for anyone that's watching and subscribes, but I want to make some money from this. I want the whole thing. I want the full dream package of doing something really fun and also making money from it. And 2025 is the year. I can feel it in my bones. I felt it in the last couple of months of 2024. Something powerful, something drastic shifted in my energy, in my being, just in the way that I was holding myself, how I was operating, the people that we were fucking magnetizing towards us, the results that we were getting, everything. Everything shifted. And it was yeah, we've got our mojo back. That's what it felt like, And even just doing this video now feels so aligned. It feels like this is what I should have been doing. But it's just been creating all that momentum and internal energy, to land here. So that's my plan. That's 2025. That's how I'm going to grow this channel. That's how I'm going to get it monetized in 2025. And I guess that's a little bit about why, I'm going to do that. So stay tuned, I guess. See you soon.